What's going on, people? Welcome back to another episode of the Muscon Show. Right. First off, I would like to say a big apology because I have not uploaded in the last month to a month and a half because I've been having stuff going around at the moment. So I'd like to apologise for that in advance. And I said I am back, and also with another announcement. I will also be doing some trailer reactions. Unfortunately, the trailers will not be out on the screen like here or like somewhere else. Once I've seen the trailers, I'll put a trailer review saying like how good it is and with other stuff with the trailer and how excited I am looking at it. But yeah, I'd like to say for once and for all, that's the announcement, and I apologise highly for me not being uploading videos. But I am back, and we are back with a beast of a film review. Right. I've seen films in my life, but this year, one film at the moment's always been a fan favourite and I've always liked on for this year, and that will be Doom Part 2. But now we've got a second. I am talking about Deadpool and Wolverine, and let me tell you, this is a beast of a film. Like, this is a beast of a film, literally, like, Marvel have put out some bad films at the moment. Not naming many, because there are quite a few of them. But from Guardians of the Galaxy, which before this film, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was pretty much the best film they put out. But I also like the Marvels. Not many people did, but in honesty though, I liked it quite a bit. It was quite good. But yeah. But Deadpool and Wolverine, this is a fantastic film, literally. The humour is off the limits of fantastic, literally. It had no sleeping moments, no bad moments, literally. The action scenes were hilarious and funny sometimes. Some of them were actually insanely to watch. And I cannot wait for this to come out on DVD, like, literally. But in honesty though, what I'm hearing is they've already announced the steelbook by Variety. And also I'm hearing like they're bringing it out in October, November time. So that should be fine just before Christmas, so people can watch that as many times as they like. But yeah, moving on to the cast. And we have to start with two people. And those two people will be Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool and Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. Yeah, these two are funny as anything, literally. And let me tell you, here and now, if these two go on tour with each other and just making like a comedy thing for a show, I will go to that straight away, I'm not going to lie. Like, Taylor Swift booked out 5 stadiums every time, and she did. I think these two could easily book out 5 stadiums myself, to be honest with you, because they were that funny. Literally, the chemistry between these two was out of this world, and like, I'm sorry. Of how long this took them to make this film, I put my hands up to you and say, well done, this film is insane. It's going to be one of the best Marvel films they've probably put out since Endgame and Infinity War. And let me tell you, that was a long time ago. And I can tell you that now. That was a long time ago. But yeah, those two all together, the chemistry they had was phenomenal. Absolutely fantastic. But now we go on to the other bit of the cast. But we go on to Daphne Keane. Now, last time we saw her was in Logan. And she was this nice little X-23 monster who just killed everyone she saw in sight. But now, she's this tall person, grown up as anything, and literally just saying to everyone, shut the fuck up and let me act. And pretty much they did that. But like, in honesty, she was absolutely fantastic. Like, she was great in Logan. She was fantastic in Deadpool and Wolverine. And let me tell you that here and now. Because, like, she had some very good humour, which I was very sceptical with her humour a little bit. But, like, once you get used to her a lot, it's incredible. Like, it's amazing what she does. Like, at this young age as well, it's incredible. Like, yeah. But do I prefer her in Logan or do I prefer her in this? In honesty, I prefer her in both. But in honesty, Deadpool Wolverine, she put more effort into that than she did into Logan. But yeah. Then we go on to the villain. Casadrina Nova, played by Emma Corrin. I was sceptical on the villain. I was very sceptical. But once I watched the film, my God, she was fantastic. Absolutely incredible. Like, we've seen bad villains come and go in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And let me tell you, the one in Madam Web, I still can't get over. He's still shit to this day, and he still will be shit. But for her, where does she rank in my top, like, in villains? She's in the middle of there, but in honesty, she's not bad, she's not great, but she is good, which is good for that kind of thing. But yeah, the scene she was in that final boss scene, that was incredible, literally. Like, she tried to destroy the timeline and it failed instantly. But of how they finished that final battle scene with Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds, that was fantastic. Now we go on to the 3 cameos. Well, actually, we've got 4 cameos. And that will be Channing Tatum. Yep. Jennifer Gardner. And Wesley Snipes. And let me tell you this here and now. These 3 people, like, let's be honest here. Let's start with Channing Tatum here, who played Gambit. I was very skeptical when he came out in the film and he came out in the Gambit costume. And let me tell you, he was bloody great. He was great. The accent he had to do was insane. It was quite funny half of the time, to be honest. But like, yeah. But he was actually, he was quite good. I enjoyed that. Then we go on to Jennifer Gardner, who played the original Elektra back in, I think it was like the 1990s, I believe, early 2000s. But of how old she is, she was bloody fantastic, literally. But Channing Tatum and Jennifer Gardner was a surprise. But once I was in this full cinema of full Marvel fans, Wesley Snipes as Blade, the entire cinema erupted, literally. Like, let's be honest here. We've got a Blade film coming out soon. It's been delayed for an indefinite due to some issues behind the scenes and all that. But Wesley Snipes as Blade was absolutely insane. He was a badass from start to finish whenever he was in there. But yeah, literally, keep Wesley Snipes as Blade, and if you do make this Blade film, that Blade film will be insane. It will be good, literally. Probably not better as Deadpool Wolverine, but that film will be insane, literally. Now we've got the 4th cameo, which I can remember, and that will be Chris Evans as Johnny Storm. And probably not many like Marvel superheroes will say, "Hang on, does Chris Evans play Captain America?" No? Yes, he did, but this was before he was Captain America. Chris Evans played a certain character in an earlier film of the Fantastic Four, and that was back in my childhood, and I enjoyed those 2 Fantastic Four films. Like, got number 1, and then you got Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer. So once he came out, I was saying to myself, "Are you having a laugh? Chris Evans coming back as Johnny Storm. Are you having a laugh? Literally, this is insane." Like, I expected like some people coming out for cameos, but I didn't expect Johnny Storm in this film because, like, he's not embarrassed of the film. I just don't think he doesn't want to talk about it that much. But in honesty, I thought it was incredible as Johnny Storm back in the time. But in this film, he didn't have much to do, but he had funny parts which were hilarious, which I'll always remember, which is fantastic. But yeah. But now we go on to the variants. The variants are... I just can't believe how many variants we bloody got, like, literally. Like, let's start with bloody... I say, oh my god, I say to myself, bloody Paul Mullen. Footballer Paul Mullen. How in the hell they kept that quiet from Welcome to Wrexham, I've got no clue. But, like, in honesty, Paul Mullen has Welsh Paul. Like, I'm sorry. I can't. This is hilarious. It's as funny as anything. You even have Ryan Reynolds' wife, Blake Lively's Lady Paul, which a lot of people were rumouring that it was going to be Taylor Swift, but those rumours died down as soon as the film came along. But I think those rumours kind of died once they saw like Blake Lively at the premiere. But yeah. But here's another thing. Baby Paul, played by Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds' son. Yeah. In honesty, yeah. I'm surprised as you are. Literally, nobody knew this at all. In honesty, but I think we have to put a few honourable mentions into Sonori Katusha, Rob Delaney. Like, literally, though, and also Brianna Hybrandt, the people who were in the first 2 Deadpool films. I know they weren't really in the films a lot because due to this wasn't really in the film they were supposed to be in, but they were like a little bit snippets at the start and a little bit snippets at the end. But yeah, it was nice to see that, definitely. And now we've got 2 more people. How the hell they got Matthew McConaughey in there, I've got no clue, but he was good in that. And now we just talk about Peggy. And I'm not specifically saying Peggy, Captain America's future wife. We're talking about Peggy Dogpool. Literally, Dogpool. Where the fuck did they come up with this? But it was funny though. Peggy the dog was, I think, the most funniest animal we've seen in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So it's probably, can we say, Groot or probably Rocket, in honesty. But, like, Peggy the dog. Like, I think there was one scene where, like, Hugh Jackman pulled up the dog and he said, "Why?" And then the big head said, "Hold your fire, sweet little puppy." And then literally, like, Hugh Jackman just says, "Yeah, I'm holding the dog. Yeah, you don't want to shoot the dog." But yeah, that was funny. Literally, Dogpool is literally probably a meme right now, to be honest, but it was hilarious. But yeah, this has been Deadpool and Wolverine's movie review. What should I give this? I'm going to give this a 10. I've only given one film a 10 this year, and that is dead, and that has been Dune Part 2. Is it better than Dune Part 2? I do not know. We're going to find out at the end of the year once we get the lowdown of all the films I've seen and we rank them from worst to best. Yeah, that's going to be that. But like I said, guys, sorry about for not uploading and all that, and you have me back. This has been one of 4 movie reviews you'll get. And let me tell you, there has been some very good films which I've seen. I also got a few trailer reactions coming up in the next few days, so yeah. So guys, leave a like, subscribe, and also I'll see you next time on the next video. Goodbye.